Ella Baker was a very important figure to the civil rights movement. She played many pivotal roles organizing and leading organizations which made leaps of progress for the movement. Her passion to help the nationwide community of African Americans face and resist apartheid started with inspiration from her grandmother. When Ella Baker was a young child, her grandmother would tell her stories of her life as a slave and the hardships she faced. This fueled a fire inside of her, which changed the direction of her life. Ella Baker began her work as a field secretary for the NAACP. Years later, she served as a director of branches from 1943 until 1946. This was the highest leadership role any woman had had in a civil rights organization. She later left the organization because she believed that she deserved a higher leadership role, which was not given to her based on her gender. In 1955, she co-founded the In Friendship organization, whose purpose was to raise money to fight Jim Crow laws in the South. In 1957, Baker moved to Atlanta to help organize Martin Luther King's new organization, the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Around the same time, she also ran a voter registration campaign called the Crusade for Citizenship. Baker left the Southern Christian Leadership Conference after the Greensboro sit-ins. She wanted to assist the new student activists because she viewed young, emerging activists as a resource and an asset to the movement. In 1960, Baker organized a meeting at the Shawn University for student leaders of sit-ins that had occurred prior. From that meeting, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee was born. Adopting to the Gandhian theory of nonviolent action, SNCC members joined with activists from the Congress of Racial Equality to organize the 1961 Freedom Rides. She also helped organize the Young Negroes Cooperative League, which was a system of cooperative groups that would pool community resources and then provide less expensive goods and services to members. Baker continued to be a respected and influential leader in the fight for human and civil rights until her death in 1986. She had done countless of other things for the sake of equality of African Americans. Knowledge of her work and her association with other important civil rights leaders is essential to understanding the civil rights movement in its entirety. She gave her wise counsel to numerous organizations and causes, including the Third World Women's Coordinating Committee and the Puerto Rican Solitary Committee. Her influence was reflected in the nickname she acquired, Fundi, a Swahili word meaning a person who teaches a craft to the next generation.
Friends, brothers, and sisters in the struggle for human dignity and freedom, I am here to represent the struggle that has gone on